All right, guys, back here on the Fox 5 Live Zone. Question by a show of hands. Sophia, reach into the camera, wave your hand. Wave your hand. You got to move over. There you go. How many of you have ever watched a TV show that left you feeling sadness, emptiness, or loss? If you raised your hand, like both Sophia and I, you're not alone. Let's use the TV shows Stranger Things or Heated Rivalry as an example. You see, for a growing number of people, it's very triggering and can cause severe depression, believe it or not, and other mental health concerns. This experience is unofficially labeled as Post Series Depressive Syndrome. Dum, 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 dum. Joining us now to discuss this and so much more is Dr. Gregory Jones, psychologist and director of the Capital Center for Psychotherapy and Wellness. Dr. Jones, good to see you, sir, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I am doing just fine. I have to be honest, I chuckled a little bit when I read this first, but then I got to thinking, and what was that show, 1827, 1837? I can't remember. It recently came out on the Paramount Network. And yeah, I was a little depressed after it ended. I remember going home thinking, what am I going to do? And I don't like how it ended, and she died, and so forth and so on. So I guess this is a real thing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these TV shows and series and movies have the ability to evoke so much emotion in people and to really just activate them in ways that sometimes really surprise them. You know, looking at the shows like Stranger Things and Heated Rivalry, so many people are feeling that sense of camaraderie, friendship, companionship. Looking at Heated Rivalry, the love, the romance. People are really connecting with these stories, and it's also making them think about things that maybe they're missing in their own life.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Producer Joey brought this to my attention yesterday. He said, Guy, we got to talk about this. And I said, really? I want to bring him into this conversation as well.
Hello. I was thinking of shows that just never end, like Family Guy and The Simpsons. Is that like psychologically, unconsciously intentional that we don't ever want to lose Bart Simpson, so we're forcing these voice actors to go forever and do all these movies?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a wonderful thing to have such a long-term connection with these shows, and also how it's now become intergenerational. So, you know, the people who grew up watching The Simpsons are now having kids who are growing up watching The Simpsons, giving them something amazing to relate to within their family.
Yeah. Well, by the way, Producer Joey, thanks for making me feel old. I remember when that show first started. So, so Dr. Jones, with regard to what has been labeled unofficially post-series depression syndrome, how does one go about to combat just that?
Well, thinking about what I just said earlier about realizing maybe sometimes something might be missing or lacking when you're watching a show, and sometimes you're just feeling really inspired. So if you're recognizing, like, I was really touched by that level of friendship in the show, maybe it's a time to look at investing more in your close, intimate friendships. If you were feeling that sense of intense love and desire from Heated Rivalry and feeling like, you know, maybe that's something I'm missing in my life, kind of exploring, am I holding myself back? What can I do to put myself out there more? And also finding community, because there are so many people who are going through so many similar things. And that's why people really enjoy kind of going on the deep dives on like TikTok or Reddit and just really connecting with the characters and the actors that play them.
A question for you about the worst post-show depression you've ever felt, because I'm just thinking back to what you're saying. Mine was Succession, and I wanted to know all things media companies after that show ended. Is there a time, maybe it's just Stranger Things that just happened, because I also felt it then. How about you?
Oh, I am in full post-series depressive syndrome with Heated Rivalry. I haven't been touched by a show like that in so long. I've already ordered every single book. I've got the T-shirt, and I'm ready to go to the cottage.
So we'll end with this, and that is it fair to say that perhaps I should replace the show that I'm missing with another show?
Yeah, potentially introducing a show maybe that feels a little bit lighter, something that's comedic, that just is really uplifting, that's just going to make you smile and make you laugh.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, you have truly put a smile on all of our faces. Yet again, Dr. Gregory Jones, a psychologist and director of the Capital Center for Psychotherapy and Wellness. They say you learn something new every day, and daggone it, because of you, sir, I've done just that.
My pleasure.
All right, folks, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.